We're live.
Are we live right now?
Integer.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
pretty sure.
Because all I see
Oh,
is
we
the
are?
advertisement on the stream.
Wait a
And
second.
it looks delicious. It is Chipotle. Also, hi, welcome everybody.
Yeah, hi, this is the voice of Lord Solar Bear. If we're currently live, let's just give it a quick second here as we shake off the cobwebs, the dust. We're getting ourselves all situated here in the casting booth. I'm joined with CO. What's up, CO?
What's up, dude? And Talia, I'm not sure if they can hear you, but they were very aware that it was a Talia stream, so made me want to double check that. I'm not sure.
Well, we know it's a Talia stream because the name actually is up to date. And that's just a level of detail that no other streamer is going to, focus on. I love you, Mika. Shots were not fired. And we've got ourselves a little bit of a technical delay here as we're just getting all of our settings configured. But what's going on with you, CO? Are you up to
Not,
anything fun besides casting and winning games?
top lane arc becoming successful.
Nice.
And just dominating. And that is all that I've been up to, is just the focus of being as toxic as humanly possible to ensure that my top lane arc is successful. I even have toxic emotes.
It's pretty interesting to me because I don't see a top lane in this map as we are kicking off ARAM with a start.
Oh, there it is.
Looks like Cop 34 flashing away from what would be certain death as a little bit of damage is being traded back and forth. We have Drew's Crokesworth Cabal facing off against Thrasher's Gluttonous Poros. There's some pretty interesting league creature war here as Drubert is jumping in there. Namesake of his team and also the man who's going to start the fight dies for his trouble. First blood. Cop following his support
well, you see,
player
Drubert just
into
needed
the grave.
Seraphine, and that would not have happened.
Yeah, maybe Drubert like just muscle memory thought he was playing Seraphine, and no, I'm just kidding. But that was like a really solid level 1 fight. I also think that on the side of red team here, their level 1 is significantly better. We're looking at Caitlyn Nami. That's already pretty annoying to deal with at early levels.
Oh, the bubble! I mean, no follow-up, but
Yeah.
that's still always hype to see.
I mean, that's a Gragas present, right? That's one of the really powerful things about Nami in these early levels is she can push forward and without the threat of a counter engage with that Malphite ult, she just has free reign over the Rift. We have some huge damage going down. Double kill coming out from a single set
He's
haymaker.
ignited! Oh, he didn't die.
Actually, maybe Thrasher wanted to die there. This is something I'm noticing a little bit is it seems like team that gets set sort of just wins every fight. Not to belabor the point too much because I've talked about this in week 1 when I was casting, but ADAM had a heavy emphasis on set and any kind of like anti-bruiser style frontliner. That has seemed to be very dominant so far.
Yeah, I know how it feels to be 100 to 0 with a W. Kaiduk, you're cracked.
Kaiduk's showing off some serious keyboard clicking ability there on the Samira, but that being said, I mean, majority of blue team is just getting cleaned up. Revenger flashing forward. Interesting there. Tamamura subbing in, playing on this red team is a little bit of a troll clown. He's doing Shaco things.
Yeah, he is. Also, can we just appreciate Kaiduk? He plays a different kind of champion. Well, I mean, he played Lucian, I think, last week, but he plays different kind of champions, and he's always so good. It's so noticeable.
Kaiduk is doing a lot of work, looking quite strong here. Tamamura's clone will detonate. And this is a big thing is red has such a massive advantage at this point that they just hit 6 eons before blue side did and were able to just fight with that ult advantage. This is looking really rough for blue. Fortunately, they have an opportunity to possibly slow this game down. And I really like the Kale Samira combo. Just being able to have a Samira that runs over the entirety of red side and having like a Kale R on the top to make sure that she's alive could be really powerful.
True. They do both have some pretty good wombo combos. Speaking of, holy cow.
That was
so
massive.
much damage.
Kaida just ate the Nami R there on the back end. Can Kaida clutch this out and
Keep going.
survive? We have a little bit of
Oh,
a well, yeah, that exhaust definitely messed up the Samira for good there. Wilgross maybe looking to pick off Lumi at the back end there. It's actually better for red that Lumi doesn't die, because blue is just staggered. They've lost a ton of momentum. They're really far behind in gold. Let's see if they can slow the pace down a little bit.
yeah, the pace does need to be set back just a little bit because I believe the theme right now is first tower gets a lot of tempo and a lot of power in these games.
Yeah. There's a little bit of a seesaw too, though, because it's really hard to push past a team's inhibitor just based on the way the map looks. With the you have like a pretty nice funnel from
Mm-hmm.
the two sides of the lane as it expands outward, and you also have the threat of portal flanks. So I've actually seen it be a little
Oh,
difficult to close out games. As my goodness,
that was a
there's
good
just
ulti.
death and
Keep
carnage
going.
all around. This is a good fight for blue side. That's about as good as they could possibly hope for.
Oh,
Purple kill on the back end there for the Gragas, but hey, Lumi goes back to
oh,
Fountain,
the
completes the
boxes.
Nasher, and is just even more powerful going into this next fight. Really well executed there from blue side. Um, I feel like we don't have an opportunity to chat about anything at all. It's just what, six
Because that's
kills
the
a minute?
glory of the ARAMs. Yeah, 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 that's the glory of these ones. Play by play gets all the action. That's why I select color now. I just get to kind of sit back and be like, wow, look at the teams. Their comps are so great.
As Lumi is taking a little bit of damage there. Sir barely getting out of range of that set. That would have been game set, Rock died as we're just chucking out a decent chunk of damage. And it's curious to me because these two teams have like relatively similar game comps or what they're really hoping for. Like the Shaco and the Teemo are pretty much parody characters to each
Mm-hmm.
other. Malphite and Set are both looking to do the same thing. I just think
Block it!
perhaps
Oh my gosh. Sorry, I get stressed out. Cop walked up to Revenger and like tried to trade, and I'm like, you'd know. That's not okay. I don't know if the Teemo blind has enough.
oh,
Excuse. Duskblade.
I
Oh my
like it
god, I
here.
want to throw up a little bit.
I like it here. You don't have anyone who's going to be able to deal with the front line, but I mean that's kind of why you have Set here, right? So might as well just play for an early game lead, play to not let this Kale scale. As
Sorry,
that's
the
first
combo is
tower going
disgusting.
over to Thrasher's team, who are certainly thrashing the opposition at this point as they're marching down to tier 2 tower, and
Oh,
enormous knock up there off the Malphite.
it was a 3-man. Oh, yo, Kaiduk is gonna free hit here. Keep going. Oh, he's exhausted. It's a little bit scuffed. Keep going, Kai. Oh man, the stream's a little bit laggy, so I couldn't tell how exactly he went. He went from 100 HP to 0 in like a frame.
Well, honestly, I think that's just been the exactly what's been going on this entire game, regardless of stream lag or anything like that. As Drew is hoping to maybe just waste a bit of time here on the back end. He will go down for his trouble. Rest in peace, Drew. But that was the kind of engage you really need. This is an AP Malphite. So if he can get those kinds of engages, especially if he can get the Nami and the Caitlyn in the midst of a Malphite R, he should be able to one-shot them. Cirque will go down here at the back end. I actually think that's potentially fine for the team because there isn't really enough time for them to push without the Malphite.
Oh, the
I think
shroom.
I think blue side, honestly, they've been 3,000 gold behind since like minute 3, and they've been keeping that pretty close. So these fights have been looking a little hard, but not the end of the world, as massive engage there
Oh,
from Thrasher, just jumping to the midst of everyone, and a return kill there for their trouble.
yeah, Lumi got a little bit confident there on the Kale. Like you gotta wait
Yeah, but
just
it's
like a
it's Gloomy.
few more minutes, like maybe 10 more minutes, and then you can just kind of walk up.
Yeah, but it's Gloomy. He's always going to play like he owns the entire map, right?
Yeah, and then
So
his champion will get to the point where it will actually own the entire map. Kale's auto attacks,
yeah.
the whole lane. Asol,
Yep.
Suck of Death, the whole lane. Vladimir, the whole lane. I don't know what he has
Mm.
that could go over the whole lane besides just him and his death slurps, but it happens.
Not the death slurps.
Yeah, I don't know
Oh
what Vladimir
no.
does, but he just and then you're gone.
Yep, as we have a
Ugh.
Yeah, that was a pretty ballsy engage there off the Shaco. It worked. We have probably the linchpin of this
Oh,
blue team is dead. Thrasher ends up perishing for his trouble. Tamamura is looking to possibly get some value out of his clone. Oh, and they take down the Rupert as well.
oh, cop.
This is
Oh, cop. Oh.
goodness.
So
This
does
right
Gragas
side
ulti?
is
Oh, dang. Does Gragas ulti work the same as kind of like a Lee Sin, where if you ult someone into another enemy unit, do they take damage?
no.
Okay.
But you are CC'd while you're in the air. So even if you don't get knocked in a direction you necessarily want to be, as well, this Malphite damage. But then again, he's pretty squishy himself too. But Illuminous is like,
Yeah.
hey there, Revenger. Maybe I could take you down as well, but not quite. The power
Go
of that
Drew.
Duskblade in ARAM
The
is
rel
really
buffs.
showing it.
The rel buffs.
Drew,
Oh,
Drew is
he
going
made
to
it into the shrooms.
yeah, it's looking pretty good. Pretty decent turnaround there. It really shuts down this push from red side, and I think we're seeing a little bit of spawn advantage as well. These fights are just, 1 for 1, 2 for 2, 3 for 3 kind of situation, and blue is able to reinforce so much quicker. Um, and it's something that I'm noticing in this game is I definitely think Thrasher's squad is getting the better end of these fights, but they're not winning anything decisively. And that's a pretty important part to playing ARAM, especially if you're the scaling composition. You have Kale, you're hoping to stretch this out for a longer period. You need to
Mm.
make sure that the opposition are never healthy enough to just march it down and win the game. That being said, as characters level up, as death timers increase, you get closer and closer to losing one fight and you lose the whole game.
Very true. Very true.
This is a pretty intense game. I woke up from a nap and I did not expect to have this much action.
Are they gonna
Maybe
dive? You think they dive next wave?
they're probably prepping for it. I'm not sure a dive would feel very good for them unless they can delete that Malphite before he gets cooldowns out. That being said, this the interesting part with these two squads is Red wants you to fight into them because they have Shaco and they have Shaco boxes. This is an AP Shaco building for them. We also have an
Mm-hmm.
AP Teemo building for Shrooms. And so both team, it's kind of a bit of a detente. Like they both want to do the same thing.
Mm.
As Drooper gets a massive engage there on the top of the 80 carry, gets thrown back into the
Oh.
midst of his team as Thrasher is just dealing all sorts of damage left and right. Malphite dies in the back end of the fight. We have our lethality Caitlyn just dishing out the damage from
Gross.
downtown. Sniper herself.
Come
Beautiful
on,
flash
Lumi.
from Luminous staying alive
Come
and
on, Lumi. You kite
hoping to
this.
keep his team in this. It's looking pretty bad. Cop is not able to get the return kill. This inhibitor will fall, and it looks like Red Side is going to possibly suicide for a couple towers and then get ready for one final push. This is looking scary as
Okay,
Blue
Kai.
needs
This is your
to
penta. Okay. Oh.
keep this
Okay. Okay.
big shutdown there. Luminous on the flank with the Kale. Beautiful R. Just ate up so much
Oh.
damage there and is able to not quite able to deal with the with Revenger on the back end. And
Revenger,
not baiting
chill.
them.
Revenger. Oh, he's blinded. What are you gonna do now?
Oh no,
Oh.
Revenger's got
Oh.
this. No
Oh, you gotta be
way.
kidding
The
me.
speed's just
Get him, Drew.
barely able to stay alive, showing
John.
off his insane 80 carry
Oh
mechanics.
God.
Revenger is the equal of any Caitlyn player in the server off of that play. As
Oh, this
his
is
man just to stay
illegal.
alive. They're and that's so good for Red Sox. They just traded out. They're low on health bars. They had a bunch of gold sitting in their inventory, and now they're full health and they're able to run right back to the same position and look to close this game out. Drubert's at half health. These fights have been hard for Blue, even when everything is parity. At this point, I'm starting to get pretty worried for them. Let's see what they can do here.
Come
As
on,
Cirque
Cirque.
is looking around a little bit, massive flash forward there out of Thrasher, and then with the Nami R layered on top of it, that's a
Cirque.
dead Illuminous, and
Cirque.
immediately turning around, blowing up this front line. Druber's being thrown up and down the air like he's in a bouncy house. Is Kaiduk? Oh, that might have been the dream play there, but unfortunately, there's still CC available for the Samira. He drops. This
I
is
feel like
GG.
with the AP Malphite, you see champion, you ult champion. You can't walk forward or wait because you are so squishy that you have a window of time to be useful before you are dead. Like you have
It's,
your ult and that is it. And if you don't get your ult off, you are not playing in this game.
well, the thing is, it's a catch 22 though, because if you are in set throws you back into your team and you become a
But you
liability
still
for
get the
them.
damage off. But it
Sure.
just the moment Logros walks up, just pop him. Just ult. You're gonna one-shot that fish.
And then the
Get him.
Caitlyn ends up deleting your whole team. I don't know if that's actually worth it. I think in that kind of situation, you have to somehow magically assume that they have set, which you can't because you don't know what champions they get beforehand. I just think that based on the fact that it's a blind draft, we don't know what the other team
No, I
composition is
mean
going to
like
look
in the
like, right?
game. Like
Well,
Logros was
sure.
up into 3 people by himself. Get up there. One-shot him. His team is nowhere near him. Just delete him. Delete the fish. You are
I don't
AP
know.
Malphite.
I don't agree. I don't think trading your one frontliner away for a
Oh, he
non-mid.
would have got out because the team wasn't close. You go in, you pop the fish, you walk away.
That yeah, I really disagree. I think as the Malphite there, like you just have to get lucky and you have to get some just absolutely incredible ults to set your team up. Otherwise you're going to end up falling further and further behind. And that's just been the constant question that I have watching these games is what do you do against a competent set player? What do you do when a set can eliminate your front line and then turn them into a massive liability as he jumps into the midst of the opposition and blows them up with haymakers over the top? I don't look like that when I play set. I'm not saying set is easy, but there are players in our tournament that just take this champion and make him look like the greatest thing you could possibly be playing. And there doesn't really appear to be an answer besides RNG.
Very true, very true. Also, do you see stream? Because I just see 2 squares dancing in the middle of my screen.
I just thought we were streaming those little squares dancing around a little bit, just like a nice break
Okay,
for us
just making
casters.
sure it wasn't me. Just making sure it wasn't me.
Yeah, we're it's been such an intense set that I really think that our mental health is a top priority here, and everyone knows that we need a break.
What?
What? We need to be able to relax a little bit, watch some squares dance. And
You
with
guys
that
hear
quick
him?
little intermission, we are jumping right back into the next game. We will see if this one ends up being an explosive game like last one. It looks like there's some pieces for that to happen again. With some
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
interesting compositions here. I like what I see on the
Revenger
side
has
of
Ziggs, Thrasher has Viego, and Tom has Jin. That's looking like a GG to me. That's just terrifying.
yeah, but I mean Illuminus is on Vladimir. We've got Coplin MF, so that's a pretty good looking team there. As Druber's taking a little bit of damage, is able to block it up with the shield. Big taunt there on Thrasher, and look at all the damage piling onto blue from red side. First blood drops down, and red is not done. They're trying to chase that thing there on the Mord. And he's able to just barely able to stay alive. Kaiduck does not fall for his trouble. Huge engage there off the Vi, just immediately killing the first Necromancer.
Oh!
My God. This is just as explosive of a start there. I think if you're Luminous, you're happy to take the death. Thrasher is going reset city. That definitely doesn't look like week 1, and I'm not having flashbacks at all. No, no, no. As
PTSD.
Thrasher is running this team over on his premier pick here. And honestly, with the dust settling, I mean, red does have a bit of an advantage, but the fact that Kaiduck is so low, the fact that Cop is so low here, they're unlikely to win the next round of fighting unless some pretty incredible plays. And there you go, the Volibear just dies essentially for free on the back end of it. So both teams are going to fight for this first health relic, and Cop is just boarding with disaster, but gets taken out by the virtuoso himself, fourth shot Jin. As
Tom is so good at Jin. I love watching Tom. Just generally play ADC, but his Jin is really, really good.
That was actually an incredible sequence of Vladimir abilities there. Really well
That's
played.
the most I've
Illuminus.
seen
I see
Lumi
you.
do pre 20 minutes ever. Look at him go.
Hey,
Kills.
he's improving. He's working on it. He's like, hey, I guess these games are really fast, so I actually have to win off of something that isn't farm. Shut down there on the top of the Viego as a oh man, I mean Blue's getting eaten alive by this just resurging Croaksworth Cabal, making sure that they are not going down easy. Triple kill there from the Volibear. And honestly, that's something that can get kind of scary
Get a
in
Revenger.
ARAM.
Throw the bee at him.
If oh man, as Revenger perishes there from the misfortune. As this is just another explosive game, and there's not going to be any stop to this action as these teams are trying to make a statement. Shut
Holy
down there.
cow.
As Luminous betrays his own team and kills his friend because Thrasher made him.
Yeah, friends, enemies, teammates, it's all the same. One
All the
umbrella, you
same,
know?
all the same to Thrasher.
Oh, the little Poro has a mustache! I love that. Braum on ARAM, absolute best.
Yeah, and he's not super common, which is a little weird to me. I actually think Braum is quite powerful in the game mode just because you can build him full tank and
Oh!
you are unkillable. As this Braum, like he's just eating so much attention here, and his passive provides so much value as well. He's able to Q one person, auto the next, and that's essentially two, pretty decent duration stuns. So we have a turnaround engage there off a red side.
Oh, the
Dirk
ultimate!
is immediately deleting Thrasher. MF ult over the top, I think, was hitting one just due to the Mordekaiser's R there in the Death Realm.
Oh yeah, I got
And
trolled. I was like, wow, Mord took 0 damage from that bullet time. Yeah, because he wasn't on
yeah,
that plane of existence. It makes sense.
that's right.
Kaidak is
Oh,
flashing! Oh!
the double
Goodbye,
up
Tom.
CC there. They're going to taunt Drew under the tower. He will die for his trouble, and Thrasher might be able to turn this around for a series of good kills. But hey, this whole time, this Vladimir is loving it. The more back and forth these fights are, the more time he has to make a more and more of an impact. This is a situation where I think red side does scale a lot harder than blue.
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness. Red side scaling harder? Actually, does Ziggs
I
scale very hard? I'm not sure, but I know that
I
Ziggs
mean,
does a lot of damage later.
yeah, Ziggs is like a real good champion and everything. It's just Vladimir's a different level.
Okay.
Vladimir is like a build your team around this kind of situation, where Ziggs is a control mage, artillery mage. He's good. There's Please don't quote me saying Ziggs doesn't scale Keck W Solar Bear. But Vladimir MF are characters you build rosters around.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
And not
So I
just that,
guess
I mean,
with Vlad being basically the only scaling champion here, would yeah, red side would
yeah,
definitely have that one.
and like Jin is very strong as the game goes on, right? So is MF, and this is going to be a lethality
There ain't
MF.
any carries. Let's be real. Come
I
on.
I like the read here to go with Aldi because you're not killing the Rammus no matter what you build, so you might as well just build to deal with everyone else. And we're actually noticing that the little hamster ball guy is having a bit of difficulty getting in there just because of the massive amount of peel that Druber's providing. You have a
Oh,
little bit of an engage there from Cirque. It's going to take about half his health for his trouble. And that is an interesting Vi build. That is a one-shot lethality Vi. If she can get in there and get a kill, then she can actually disengage, excuse me, from the fight and potentially
would
stay
have
alive, which is
to,
an interesting way to play it.
yeah, either has to aim Revenger or Tom to actually utilize that one shot. I don't think anybody else is going to die fast enough for
We
the
have
Duskblade to really matter.
we have
Oh,
a huge
gosh,
ultimate from
Logros is
Luminous
so
just
squishy!
healed himself. We have a Jin R over the top, just the final curtain raining down, dealing a little bit of incremental damage to red side. It was mostly a zoning R. And yeah, I think maybe the Vi can't one shot someone by herself, but she doesn't have to. You have so much random damage from the Polar Bear, the MF ult over the top. This tower gets shut down as Red is saying, "Hey, we're gonna get first tower this time, and we're gonna try to do it."
It's double kill.
Mm,
Nothing there. Get a third
oh,
one. Keep going. Keep
but
going.
it looks like Red side just getting maybe a little ambitious there. Perhaps it was just a called reset so they could buy items and get back in there. But that was not the Trooper. You want to die here? Trooper, what are
No,
you
no,
gonna
no, no,
do
no,
with
no, no,
you go?
no, no, no. He's
I guess
gonna
he has 5
defend the
minutes.
tower with his shield. He won't let them. He's not gonna let the. Okay. He's not gonna let them hit the tower. Yeah, there he goes. Look at that utilization of the Drubert Braum ultimate.
And yeah, he's making me kind of eat my words a little bit here. I mean, he does end up perishing on the back end of that play after just doing tons of work, saving that tower from so much of a push.
Oh,
Really well
Tom.
played there.
Tom, why?
maybe Tom heard you. He was like, "Oh, I'm such a good Jhin, huh? I can do this. 1v3, no problem."
He's just denying Relic. It's big brain. We wouldn't understand. Us silly
Right,
mortals.
right. That's right. First tower goes over on the side of red. So far in this set, it seems like red side is just OP. So please nerf.
Oh.
Whoever's on this red side ends up just running over these fights, as Luminous is just sitting back there. No one can answer this Vladimir at this point. He's on an item and a half and is looking pretty scary here, as Revenger is doing everything his little bee heart can possibly try, but there's just massive amounts of damage, so much sustain off this red side roster. Volibear can heal himself. Braum's able to just peel anyone and get this front line off of his carries, and Vladimir can heal himself up and keep him alive in these longer fights. As he'll likely go down here to Thrasher for his trouble. Hey, Thrasher's like, give me that champion. That looks fun.
Yeah, I like that he's. I've noticed that depending upon which champion Viego possesses, or maybe it's the Viego skin, that they turn different colors when he's those champions. Like, I think either base skin they look green, but then in this skin they look red.
Yeah,
oh,
it's
the
definitely
bullet time. It's good.
Base.
But is it enough?
It's
oh, Drew with the blocking.
Yeah,
oh
and
my goodness.
the Vi drops there.
Lumi's gonna get a penta. Lumi, please! Have mercy on them! Oh!
I don't know, actually.
He got CC'd! Yo, Thrasher just saved his entire team right there with that CC. He held it and was able to hold Lumi down for Revenger to get a pop on him. Throw the bees at him.
Whole beehive, even. As Kaiduck is going to look for some jump time kills here. We see a lot in ARAM, and you know, Kaiduck might get a kill there. The issue with that is he just traded the majority of his hit points away to potentially send someone back to Fountain who already wants to go to Fountain. So maybe temper the aggression a little bit. Wait for your Braum, wait for your Vi. They'll be able to follow you up, and you'll be able to catch it together. Really, the heart of this roster is Kaiduck is turning this around. The Rammus is getting there on the back line, able to pull back before he takes significant damage and giving Revenger a pocket to throw bombs downtown. But hey, the Jhin falls. We can talk about Lumi all day.
Somebody
and
stop him.
Why?
Somebody
stop him. They need to. This Vi picking up a double kill. This so much damage coming off of the vault breaker of Piltover. My god. These have been some fast games, Theo. This is another 6 kill a minute game.
I'm gonna puke. Oh, nope. He's diving them. He has no fear. He does not care. They're just going. They're
just going. I think dying for this turret here is really good. Just get that turret down. Just kill it. It's so close.
Oh, Tom has 2 seconds to ulti. Just stay alive. Just stay alive and ult.
Yeah, final curtain would pick him off here.
Or at least force his pool. That way, Logos can get the taunt. Thank you, Brain. It was a little slow. But it got there eventually.
Ooh.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh. Okay. Tom's too good. Tom, best Jhin, NA.
Yeah, is that true? And
yeah,
Juko like to say something about that.
No. Just ask me and I will tell you. No other sources need to know.
Got it. Cool.
How is he alive? That thing there on the Mordekaiser. He's healing so much. The Conqueror is doing so much work.
Death Realm is just great, and also we have a lot of frontline that's just able to allow him to siphon health off of them. That being said, though, I mean, this red team is looking quite good. They're starting to get their critical items online. That's the Cosmic Drive for the Vladimir. He's just going to be an extra speedy boy with tons of backline access from his proto belt.
Oh my gosh, please no.
Yeah, I mean, as Ziggs is able to toss so many people right under him, but I'm not really sure Revenger wants that Vladimir any closer. They're trying to peel this roster back. Druber is staying alive on life support here as Cirque is just knocking people up and down, slamming them around, and just showing how much damage he can do on this melee carry.
Thrasher's on
Off the
backline though.
bye.
He's going. Oh, that's no pool. Yes! Keep going. Oh, such a good flash by Drew. Oh, but Thrasher also has flash.
Bruce got this now. He's fine. He wins this.
Gosh, why does
Just
Mayo have so much mobility?
He gets
Holy cow.
I think when he takes a vessel, he like all the cooldowns are reset, so he can use those cooldowns, and every time he gets a kill with those are, or within a certain amount of time, you can recast. So it just means he has so much chase potential there. As Blue might be able to actually get this turret here. I'm curious to know if Red side will be able to chase them off and then maybe rubber band the game state back to the other side of the map really quickly here. As that thing there is decisively winning his 2v1. So what more?
Oh my goodness. That was so much damage on the Lumi from the Rammus.
Rammus said edge.
Yo, taunt him.
This is a nail biter.
It's like terrifying because if you don't CC Lumi, he will kill everybody. But if you do CC him, he actually dies super quick. He's not tanky. He has a ton of health, but like 0 resistances, so he's just gonna pop.
I think that's probably fair. Getting rid of that Vladimir is definitely a top priority. There's even an argument to be said that Death Realm should be used on the Vladimir. I think that thing there would probably die in the Death Realm with Lumi. But it might buy your team enough time to win the rest of the fight, because it looks like the way this has been going down is Blue engages into Red, Lumi protobelts into the backline of Blue, and then just does Vladimir things.
Yeah, so just at least one person remaining in the back, either the Rammus or the Mordekaiser to— oh, he's CC though with the pool!
Massive catch there, but then the MF all over the top. You're not stuck in here.
Oh, it's Cirque! Oh my gosh.
Thrasher going immune there, picking up the soul of the opposition, ends up falling to Cop, who's been quietly dealing all kinds of damage to this blue team.
Four-shot!
Survived on the back end, but ooh. Jin said, "Hello, I will take that kill."
It takes him a while because he has to reload every 2 seconds, but eventually he gets them.
Triple kill there from Tamamura, and even probably even more important, they have super minions that are marching down the lane. Red is not able to leave their base, which means that essentially this entire map is fit for Thrasher's greedy poros, gluttonous poros.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Cirque is so squishy. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And he's a Vi, so
oh gosh, Tom is just chasing Cop. His assassin instincts are getting to him. He's like, chase the ADC into Fountain. Oh, he's dead.
Don't let Cop play. But hey, I mean, this is a pretty resounding hold here from Red Team. They win this fight. They're out of the game, so they managed to keep everyone but the Armadillo off of the Nexus. Yeah, I don't think this is about to be an expected moment. I think that's the Armadillo resigned to his fate, as Illuminous is duking it out with Thrasher, who will eat up some health relics and treat. It's kind of like outplayed
okay, yeah. Well,
Vyar.
Yeah.
We're in a situation where Red side has an opportunity here. They could potentially force a fight 4v5 while Thrasher is down. I say that, but then okay. I thought Drew was about to get thrown into the middle of a tower here, as we have the final curtain call.
Oh no!
What am I seeing?
It's just a bloodbath. I still— oh, Cop, I'm so sorry, my friend. That was so unfortunate.
Revenger's team just won a clean 4v5 there. Thrasher wasn't even needed. We might have been overestimate the impact of this Viego pick. This
No, no,
team's
no,
just
no, no,
said,
no.
look,
Fracture had
Fracture is
the
great, but
moral
we can do
support.
it. Ah, that's right. He had the comms in there.
Yeah,
Just
he's
being a
like, you guys
great
win this, you guys
teammate
win this, go, go,
regardless of
go.
where he is.
Yo,
Huge
GG, well
performance there.
played.
Oh my
Condolences,
God.
Cobb. I don't know if you're out there. I don't know if you're watching, but condolences, my friend. But
Yeah.
uh, fantastic first stretch snippet of games. I think I'm dipping
First
out
third.
for the next 2 games. You're dipping out. So we will
Yeah.
have fresh new casters in the booth for y'all.
That's right, because I think my Echo clone plays next, so I'm not
Oh,
legally allowed. Otherwise, you get biased solar casting, and nobody wants that.
I mean, yeah, but there is
Yeah,
stick around everybody after this brief intermission because there is a special guest on the casting booth, so you definitely want to be here for that special surprise. All right, we'll catch
special
you on the next
surprise.
one. Yeah, yeah, shh, shh, shh. No, just for the viewers at home. Viewers at home, special guest. So stick around.
Stick around. We'll see you soon.
Def end.
Or should I do an intro?
All right,
Hello?
go ahead.
Hello, can anyone hear me? Let's see. Has the stream? Yeah, no. Stream's had audio. I'm just waiting for anybody in the chat to say they can hear me, and then I'll do a proper intro. I don't want to waste the proper intro. If no, okay, we can hear you. Hey, welcome everybody. Game 2. It's me, Drewbert here. Joined by a very special guest. The one, the only. What are you going by these days?
I'm in Theo. Just call me
Theo?
Theo for
All right,
now.
we're going. Yeah, Theo.
We'll go
Theo's
with
here.
that. You know, ever
Long time no see.
changing. But
yeah.
I guess we can call you Brom because last game. But
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we can't call me Rel, but we
Right.
can call me
Well,
Brom. I'm allowed. Yeah, I feel
we
good about
could
that.
call you Rel, but I don't know if
Ah,
that's
well,
what you're.
that game was a little sus.
That's all right.
And speaking of sus, we've got the Team Sus here. Wait, no, Team Sus isn't in this one. I've ruined everything.
You
It's-
wish you had that segue.
Damn, the segue. Okay, it's Twilight Tricksters, mascotted by Talia, captained by Azuka, with Solar Bear, the Kebab, aka Shoemaker, and Phaser on the red side here. And then on blue side, we've got this is Paw Patrol, the defending champions of the off season. And of course, it's got mascotted by Pyro. We've got Anna as the captain. And I can't see the game, but I know that Delta's on their team, Ace in the Hole. And then we've got Kiegsy, which is Kiko by another name. And of course, Basil rounding out that roster on the blue side. And that's what we got here today. Any I see one thing that catches my eye. I don't know. Do you see anything that's
Oh well,
catching
I
your eye
mean,
here?
I guess the fact that Phaser just wants to always go in. Oh, there's a big. Oh, Jesus, Aatrox just going in.
Yeah, I was gonna say Juka's got Aatrox. That
Yeah.
is slightly concerning.
Yeah.
If you are the blue side here.
A is for Ajuka. A is for Aatrox. Oh, the hook coming in. Jeez.
Yeah, we've
But
got,
again, early on, these hooks can, not necessarily gonna do too much unless you have follow up CC to kind of lock them down.
Yeah, true. They got a nice
I like the
upward
Ash. I
wombo.
mean, I like the combo from. It feels like they have like good kind of follow up CC on the side of the red side, and then
Yep.
same with the side of like on the blue side, they have more of this like counter engagement style, right? So they're gonna be really able to shut down. I think it's gonna make it hard for Ajuka to really play the Aatrox, and same with Phaser.
Yeah, but if anyone can find a way, it's gonna be.
It's
gonna
those
be
two
Azuka.
people on those
Yeah.
champions for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you think Ooh, the hook coming out, but Solar able to flash the safe. Do you think we'll see Solar go the Imperial Mandate?
Right.
build?
That's a good
He's got
question.
Noon Quiver, so I kind of think.
No,
ooh,
I think that gives it away right there.
Yeah. Talia's going to go down. We are getting a scrap here, but I don't know if anyone else is going to fall. So they do have enough damage if they hook the right target. Shoemaker hooked as well. The Kebab is going to go down. That's 2 kills secured off of some good hooks from the Pike. Basil on the Pike. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, and speaking of signature champions, I mean, Talia is pretty well versed on this Nico pick, so that's something to be a little fearful of.
What can you disguise? I guess minions is about it on this map.
A turret. No, imagine.
That was when it was. That was a bug. That was a bug.
That's a bug, everyone. Don't believe anything I say.
Imagine you could be one of the little poros. That would be cool.
It could be a Hextech portal, a fake Hextech portal.
I would want to be a poro, and then someone comes to give me a poro snack, and I just I ult them. That'd be fun. Nothing.
Just like they both have just that similar long range poking abilities to kind of just toss at each other to keep them at bay, really, and yeah. Until a Juke does stuff like that, yeah.
We could have saw actually good damage coming out onto Anna.
Nice root.
Ooh. I'll be curious because Shu also has the option to go AP as well for the Kaisa. So we could see like those alternative builds from either Ash or Kaisa, but I don't know if either will
I
actually.
think he'll probably kind of lean to go to try and hit upgrades on all three. He might go for like a hybrid build instead of leaning directly one side.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
But also 6 could be pretty exciting here from blue. Another hook gets another flash. Because you could see if they time it right, yeah, 6s are coming online for both sides. You could see MF alt, Zyra alt, Leona alt. It could be pretty spicy here.
Oh, Ash Arrow.
Ash Arrow comes out. Phaser is in. Ajuka's in. Talia with the multi-man ultimate here is going to send the 2 remaining members running for the hills on the blue side. Basil does throw out that hook, but they are going to have to watch as their tower takes some pretty significant damage here.
So that was a huge engage from red side, but one thing I don't think a lot of people seen was Pyro's ult saved those 2 people, and that Basil's going to clean up a kill for it also. So his ult was able to give the space and time, and now they're just cleaning up. Yeah, that was really nicely done.
Yeah.
Pyro died for it, but he was able to save Ace of the Hole and Basil there.
Yep, and like you said, it kind of gives you tempo. They pick up a couple kills off the back of it, and now they will get some chip damage down as well. There's that Zyra ult.
Again, wow, it feels like it's just up all the time.
Yeah, that's a low cooldown. Ajuga's in on the Aatrox. He's looking. He's
up a
out
kill
for
to reset.
blood. Phaser and him will go in there incredibly low. Anna's going in to try and collect a kill, but will fall as well on that Leona. Ajuka alive. Not necessarily healthy, but alive and well, and they are looking to, again, get this tower down.
Good poke damage again from Talia. And another thing to watch is, like a spectator, is when Ajuka has his ult up, if someone is low on blue side, he's going to look to combo that ult and start just getting those resets to stay speedy. Basil just looking to spend some gold. Well deserved. 3-0 up to that point. And yeah, picking up a Dustblade right off the bat. Shebang.
Yeah. Got 2 Dustblades coming through.
Oh, true. Yeah, good point.
It's a fun item. The new item is more frustrating, I feel, because you can see them, you just can't hit them.
Right.
So that makes me more mad than when they were just invisible.
Because you're wasting stuff on them, something, you know?
Yeah. You're right. But you're right about these comps. They're both pretty content to just kind of trade long range damage back and forth.
I like the tech though to go 2 people lethality, because who really wants to build armor on the side of red side, right? Like, big ult combo.
All from the MF. The Ash ult is going to lock him in place, but only
both
really
sides
Leona
living
is low. They're going to get the health relic here. Yeah, both sides, no one falls, but I have a feeling that won't be one. Basil does connect with the hook. Solar has to flash out. Will tank a tower shot for his trouble. MF ult comes through. There is one. Can collect one on the back end. Snowball in. It is just chaos, and I think Phaser is going to take that and try and pick up some kills on the back end of this fight. On that Silas will find Keegsy, will look for Delta, but here comes Basil. Basil's been absolutely huge on this bike. Gets that execute there.
Man, that was really good, and a couple low health bars there that was just could have went either way. Oh, we lost the screen. That's okay. But a couple low health bars could have went either way.
Yeah.
And it was just very close. Basil going for his signature.
This Basil, the Razzle Basil. The Razzle Basil.
Talia flashing, so he got a flash out.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe worried about the potential execute.
Range.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Talia's a minion there, I think, and will pick up the kill on Pyro. And they're diving this tower. It looks like a little split focus here, looking for the kills and the tower. They will find both of those objectives here.
That's first tower.
Yeah, first tower down. Will get a big swing of momentum. That moves the Hexscape back a bit there, so that's a big thing to take early on.
But again, you look and no one's itemized armor at all on that reset on the red side.
Yep. It's all damage.
Something to note, but we'll see what happens. If they can mechanically play it, it's better to do the damage. But
Good chip damage.
Good
We got frontline misfortune. Will eat a snowball. Azuka collects that kill, and it is off to the races again. Here's the fight. Phaser in the back line. He is low, but he's gonna just creep out the back. Snowball connects Azuka
No
with a triple
ulti.
kill.
And
Yeah, did he do? He did that all
that
with
was no ulti. That whole thing was just
Oh
like.
my god. That. Oh, that. Okay, he's out.
He
He's
has
out.
Treads? Yeah, Merc treads.
He's gotta have shreds. That. Yeah. That.
That was like too quick.
That was a very this is a very understated triple kill because you're used to like waiting for the Aatrox ult and then you see him pop off, but he just did that old-fashioned one.
Now I can go back, spend gold, and be ready with the
Just
ult right
like-
away. Yeah.
Triple kills. Actually, that's big to both people that got the triple kill. So Key on the back end there in the cleanup was able to pick up 3 as well. So
Oh.
yeah. That'll be big. We're getting a little desync here. This is where ARAMs can get kind of chaotic when teams are just kind of funneling back in out of sync.
Right, you
here.
got mismatch numbers over and over again.
Yep.
Oh,
Because you can kind of
okay.
see yeah, back and forth,
The
back
portals
and
biting you in the butt sometimes. Oh, I hate that.
forth. I mean, it doesn't matter. Once one person goes through, you're just like you're committed. You're like, I'm going.
Whee.
We'll see here though. Both sides are down a tower now, so map is kind of back to feeling even. Gold's basically dead even too.
Yeah, I think like red side just wants to like just chill for a second to get everyone like back because they did all get a lot of gold. I mean, both sides did, right? So
Yep.
Pike is on his way back here. We're gonna see what he's gonna do. He's just shy of his next item, sadly.
Yeah, I think red probably wants to look for the Ash Arrow to start anything they want to do.
Yeah, look for that.
Whereas
That
blue's got like a lot of options. Honestly, they can start a fight a bunch of different ways.
Delta's ult is gonna be really nice if they can use that as like using the lane to kind of just clean up fights and chase them down if needed. If you're in that strong spot.
Yeah.
Oh,
true.
snowball.
How many times
what
is this like the ultimate and the health bars are low and red's looking to clean this up. They are in a great position here. Phaser might fall, but the state saves him from the Pike ultimate, but will still go down. Pyro picks up that double kill, aided by Ace in the hole there on the Sivir. 3v3 now. Health advantage on blue side. Can they pick up kills?
Flashing away.
They're
Just
gonna go
because
back
that if
to-
that hook hits, he's going down, and I guess they're both down to this like second tier tower, and once this tower goes down, then it starts really breaking things open.
I love that Nico move where you fly
That
in
was
with
so
the
cool.
snowball. While
I thought it was
ulting.
gonna do more in the sense of like it did a lot, but the follow up just wasn't there. That's all.
Arrow connects on the MF. That's a great target. So much of the gold in the fight is here, but it's more of a route. Red going in with snowballs aplenty. Azuga looking to pick up a kill on the Aatrox. He is alting, gets that reset. Anna's doing her best to CC, but isn't going to be able to do much as Leona on
so
her own. Pyro will fall. Basil, he's been doing a lot of work this game on the Pike, but I don't know, 1v5, that's a tall order. Maybe if you can find Shoemaker, the kebab, you can get that reset.
Yep.
He does. Gets the multi-stun, flashes. These are some great moves.
Back in.
Nice time for Key to get back, pick up the kill. Oh my goodness, double kill on the misfortune. This is a complete reversal. Basil's got me speechless with one of these Pike moves. Shuka will
And
fall.
I think they're gonna clean that up, and I think
Yeah.
Basil may have even got himself speechless because he ulted thinking that his hook wasn't gonna hit, and he was just landing everything. Just
Yeah.
he's still
Yeah, the man-
able to clean up the play.
The man
But
did
it's
not
just
miss on
crazy.
that sequence.
Oh, they're coming in, one person.
Yeah, here comes the portals. A flash will not save Talia with the ult. Not enough damage there, though. The Zyra ult. Stasis will buy her a little bit of time, but surely this tower is going to drop here as Solar just watches from behind the inhib.
Wow, and the thing to note also is just like Anna playing on the Leon is just clean. That's just been
Yep.
really good follow up.
Yep, it's been working really well. She's doing her job. She's getting into the thick of it, really like disrupting, landing that CC, which is exactly what you want.
One good, no. Let's see. Oh, okay.
Inhib is low. They're just like piling damage into
so
Leona, but
close.
they can't take her down quick enough to save Azuka. Now the fight is on. Red is trying to get back some map presence here on the Howling Abyss. Basil, again, last man standing as Red pushes forward. They're looking to get a tower in return.
And he has that ult again.
Yeah, he's gonna definitely look to collect. It's almost I feel like it's unfortunate actually that Basil lived again, because he's gotta be sitting on a lot of gold at this point.
I remember we mentioned it back when I said, oh, he was just shy of his second item, and that was 5 or 6 minutes ago.
Yeah, so you actually you're probably saying please don't kill the Pike if you're Red.
Oh, Charlie's sneaking up.
With the sneaky.
We didn't even see her there. She was a ward or something. I don't even know.
What was she?
She was a bush. I don't know. Whatever she was, she was able to sneak up and get a big 3 or 4 man ultimate and just kill 2 people there. That was awesome.
Yeah, that's really big. They can kind of keep the map pressure because it was about to push back in Blue's favor there. That really kind of
gives them the numbers a little bit if they can just use that time to allow Talia to get back up and maybe clean up another kill. But again, it's like do you want to kill Basil at this point? I don't know. Like,
no, you leave him.
Leave him. Let him be.
Don't kill him. Because he's gonna come back. He might come back with like 2 full items with how much gold he's probably sitting on.
Yeah, probably we would see him with a 2 to 2.5 new items.
There are 2 ashes, but one of those ashes is not like the other.
And we do see Shoemaker with I think all 3 upgrades already at this point, or he's at least got the W and the E. I'm not sure if the Q is fully evolved yet, but he is very close to all 3. So he's doing that hybrid build. To allow I mean, the W doesn't hurt as much, but you can still, throw them out consistently. And they do that 3 proc instead of a 2 for your passive.
Yep. So still pretty effective. They're going to get both health relics. Basil fishing for that hook. Finds a Juka. That's probably not the target he wants, but here comes the Ashe ultimate. Will connect. No follow-up. It's pretty tense here. You feel like one big fight and the game could break open for either team here.
Yeah, and Kaisen's just spamming those W's. She's hit the last like 4 or 5, so they're up every 3 seconds, 3-4 seconds. There it is again. And yeah, as long as she keeps hitting them. If she misses though, it is about a 20-second cooldown.
Snowball combo, and it is this pandemonium here. Zyra will buy some space, but it's not enough. Ajuka's ripping through the lines of Blue here on that Aatrox. He just tanks the entire MF ultimate. Doesn't matter. They are just slaughtering one by one. Blue, Basil again, the last man standing on the Pike. Can the man spend his gold? This is intentional at this point.
I think I agree. I mean, and even if it's not, it's amazing for them.
Yeah, it's honestly a good strategy. Phaser stasis. They'll get this tower. Maybe the inhib if they really want to push it here, and then I think they might because they probably just want to spend gold here. And Basil's gonna live again. How many of these kills has Key picked up off a reset though? He's on this Misfortune. He's been doing work as well. Azuka finding the knock up, but yeah, not long for this world. Another kill onto the Pike.
Oh, is he gonna go for the ult? Oh,
yes, he is. Gets the double. Can he find the triple? The slow there.
He is hungry. He is hungry.
Kill. There's no tower yet to
maybe
save.
Maybe you do kill him because he's just so strong. Oh my gosh. Oh, I thought that was gonna fit.
He's gotta, he's like,
okay. Can we just acknowledge that I think 3 of his 4 deaths is him running into the enemy turrets?
Yeah, no, we can acknowledge. All right, so he bought a collector. He bought an Axiom Arc.
Oh, no, wait. He bought a... Oh, my goodness.
Azuka will find Pyra there, and they're looking to counterattack here. Doesn't hit the knockup, but Phaser does land the chains, enough to take down Misfortune. Talia gets the 2-man knockup, meanwhile on the other side of the map, other side of the bridge there. Anna is tanky on that Leona, but will also go down.
Okay, how much can they get with these timers? Because really, in reality, if Basil just stays alive, once his whole team's back up, they should be able to fend off this Nexus push, and they can
Yes.
look to try and end on their own.
Yeah, they need to try and kill Basil
Basil's
before
confident.
he gets allies. I mean, I'd be too
He's
if I
got,
came up
he's
with.
got the stopwatch. He's got the stopwatch also.
Yeah, definitely looking to outplay. You have to
Yeah.
figure his target is Talia here, half health, but we'll see.
Yeah.
See if he can find her. Yeah, he's got good reason to be confident, honestly, with all the.
No, for 100%, and I mean, he's showing us like, I mean, we've all known Basil as a pike player for forever. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's always cool to see people get their
mastery.
yeah, mastery champions on ARAM because it's they can really pop off. The
Talia.
Jeez, Talia with the snare and the ultimate.
Two
They
quick
are
kills.
going to pick these kills left and right. All 5 members still up. Low though, Basil could pick up an execute.
Flash.
Misses the ultimate. Ow, that was such a critical flash to deny the resets there.
Talia, so good.
Probably
That just
saves the
won
team
game.
fight.
Yep.
Honestly, looking how low the health bars are across red, if Basil finds that one reset,
I mean,
everyone
Red
might be
Side
dead.
was still in it started to become this commanding position just with the scaling that they had, and you know, I mean, it's Sajuka on Aatrox and
Yeah,
Ulti trying to last ditch effort. But
they'll close this first one
That was a
out.
good one.
That
was a good
definitely-
game.
That's a good game for sure. Yeah, honestly, Red Side, great game. Very well done. Those Nico plays. Listen, there were a lot of cool Nico plays. The one where she was in the bush and we didn't even know she was in the bush was my personal
Yeah, that's
favorite.
got to be in the top 3 of them for
Um,
sure. That
also-
one, the initial, like when we first got, like seen the snowball combo.
Yeah. Yep. But I want to underline what you said about Basil there. Most of his deaths were just at his own hand that game.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. Nice pike game there. That was fun to see. We'll get game 2 here queued up. See what these two. They're gonna switch sides.
Okay.
See what
Juke
we
on the
have.
Jin. He loves Jin. Is one of his favorite ADCs.
he does love Jin.
Yeah.
And Jin's a lot of fun. He's
And
good.
Talia loves Ari.
Oh my goodness. All right, so we've got Jin, Alistar, Renata, Vel'Koz, and Ari on the blue side. That's Talia's Twilight Tricksters, or T cubed, as I call them. And then on the red side, we've got Paw Patrol, and they've got Varus, Gnar, Zac, Nami, and Fiddlesticks. There you go. What if you had to pick a team right here before anything really pops off, which comp?
I'd have to go with the red team, but
Yeah.
it's so hard to say because it's the side of blue is better if they can, if Phaser and Solar Bear are able to together peel and the others are able to position enough back when Zac engage, Gnar engage, Fiddlesticks engage, come in, then yes, blue side can win, but easy to execute, I think, goes to the side of red side, and I think I favor that for just this team comp.
Yeah, I can see it for sure. I'm gonna be watching Solar Bear here on the Renata because
Oh, yeah.
the alts on this map can be pretty.
They're just map wide.
game-changing. Yeah. It's like that champion and like Maokai. Like you just chuck your ult, it goes everywhere.
Right.
See if and when thinking go button. I mean, Pyro is probably the go button on the Zac here. And there we go. He does find the elastic slingshot engage, but we'll get charm for his trouble.
And
They're
there's
gonna
that
pop
damage we're
health
talking
relic.
about. The Alistar was able to peel, and
Yep.
they were able to get back, taking minimal damage and just putting damage back down across the whole team. So that was well done. If they can keep that up, this could be a very well fought game and a clean 2-0 sweep series.
Yeah, we'll see. They definitely are looking for that on the blue side here. Nice
There's the
charm.
combos. Yep.
Renata does pick up that first blood there. Yeah, nicely done. It's not easy to kill someone this early when they're under tower like that, but they do find the combo there.
It goes to the resident nap before casting Solar Bear.
Yep.
Yep. He is the
So-
legend.
The legend himself.
Oh, there's it again. Just charm into root into into just everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's really once that first charm
Once
hits,
either anything like
Yep.
any hard CC hits, they easily layer at a good distance. Like yeah.
Yep. We'll see. I think when 6 comes online, they'll get a
Surprise party.
they'll get a little boost with the surprise party there. So we'll see how
Because
they.
we know that's Basil again, so I don't know if I didn't really register that that was the man who was just playing the pike. So
Yep. It's Pyro take it?
boy.
No. It's kind of awkward to surprise. You really want to have the wave state pushed out so you can surprise party out of these like side bushes.
yeah,
like a
or like kind of
little-
when they're pushing back
Yeah.
to you and they kind of walk right into your
Yep.
yeah.
So we'll see. I think they'll probably want to try and push this out so that they can get that.
The side of blue side just has, I think, a little bit better wave clear here in the beginning, especially of the game. With the Talia Q, like the
Yeah.
REQ, and then the Vel'Koz W, I believe.
Yeah, 6 is all around on blue. You can see how cautious Paw Patrol has to be. They're starting to hit 6. All right, we're gonna get a fight here, a proper fight. I can feel it. Pyro charging up, does go and finds the slingshot onto the Renata, does get 2, but the Renata ult is gonna do so much work. They actually stop the Vel'Koz ult really quick, and there's the surprise party into the backline. Not enough damage yet. The items just aren't there to take out Azuka and Talia. The backline threats here. Phaser does what he can on the Alistar, but that's a clean teamfight win from Paw Patrol, and now they were looking like they were going to lose the tower, but they're diving this one. They want more.
Pyro is hungry. Oh, there's the
He's
passive
got
popping.
he's got
Just
the
to buy a
the
little bit of
blobs.
time for
Yeah.
his team. Talia's gonna go down here unless the kill gets picked up.
Yeah, she'll drop. The Jhin ult is, speaking of ults, that's another really good one on Howling Abyss. It fills the whole entire map there. And they're just going to counterattack here. And most likely get this first tower. I don't think there's a way Narn
Yeah, they just have this this constant wave management pressure for sure on the side of blue would allow them to get that tower, but you seen what that wombo combo from the side of blue side or
Yep.
sorry, red side can do. Yeah.
Yep. Now with the Renata ult, with those ults down, yeah, I think it's smart to look for engage. And here we go again. Gnar is in Mega Gnar form, trying to do work there. A lot of CC coming through. Triple Nami bubble. That could be the CC they need to swing this fight back. Kixi going up on the Nami, picking up a kill as well with the ebb and flow. And now 3v3 here.
Another bubble.
Another bubble. What is with these ARAM games and Nami bubbles? We saw Snyderman last week. First time the Nami and hit like every bubble.
It's just I think it just comes down to again like this lack of space and the amount of chaos, but people are also just able to focus on mechanics purely in this game mode because nothing, don't have to worry about getting ganked by a jungler or something.
Yep. Keep an eye on the
Oh,
fiddle. Pyro goes in, does get 3-man CC'd, but it is not going to be enough. Talia's out of the
patience.
fight.
Here it is though.
Yeah, here's the fiddlesticks. That's what I was saying. You just got to watch the fiddlesticks. Is it enough? It's a lot, but still, you've got to get the backline. And up until this point, they've done a nice job keeping at least 1 or 2 backline damage threats, either Shu, Azuka, or Talia up, and that's letting them push here.
And just to note, this Varus looks to be going more like on hit though for Delta.
That's a
boy,
lot of CC.
There's the map wide ult.
That's well, what do you you not much you can do there. They were mad about
Fancy
the bubbles.
feet. Yeah, they're the bubbles. bubble trouble, you know.
Bubble trouble. They're gonna crash another wave.
The side of the blue side just has so much harass, like under the, like, just zoning. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's so much follow up in zone.
Yeah. Well, because we've seen some team fights go Paul's way, but it's when that surprise party can come through. And like we were saying, it's a little awkward to try and hit it when you're stuck under like especially here. It just doesn't feel as good because there's not a bush you can really play off of.
Right. This is like, if any supporter ADC knows what it's like standing under red side tower against a Caitlyn Zyra.
Pain.
Like, even worse. Jin
Yeah, but-
Vel'Koz.
See, he's gonna get in there now, so blue has to respect him.
Oh, they know he's there.
CC chain into Vel'Koz damage into all in. Pyro looking to trade back, get this fight going. Nami wave will CC up too. Vel'Koz also comes in big over the top, just layering in that damage. And now it's off to the races for the Twilight Tricksters. T Cubed looking to pick up another kill. They will take down the Gnar, even though Anna was in mega form. And now with all 5 members still standing, gonna look to get some tower damage. And probably some kills here. Phaser diving with that Alistar. He wants more. They're not
He's
going
so
to find
tanky.
it. Yeah.
He is so tanky with that. Wow.
We're going to get a counterattack here. There's the surprise party. The stasis will preserve the Fiddlesticks life, but well timed there.
By Delta, yeah.
Yeah, to take down Basil. But tower still stands, so they saved the tower there. Twilight Trickster's opting to kind of go for a half dive, half tower there, and they end up not being able to collect it. So Red's got a little window here to counterattack.
They're definitely a little bit on the back foot right now. Just, I guess it's just the harass from this team. But if they're able to get that snap engaged before getting poked down, I still favor the side of red. But here we go. Let's see.
Yeah, that long range CC is so tough. Pyro again does a really nice job with multi-man CC, but it's just too chaotic. The follow-up isn't there, and red is going to fall back to the safety of their tower. In snares.
Yep, over and over.
Every time one comes through, you have to wonder: is this going to be the snap engage?
And again, like you said, Basil's kind of left with really one bush, so they know he has to be there.
You're like, "Yep, he's there. He is there." Ooh, he is able to dodge that CC. That's big. This is where you wish you had an Ivern. Give yourself a couple, multiple. Here comes Pyro. That's a long slingshot. They were not expecting that. Layers the Nami wave in nicely, and now is the damage there, but there's the Renata wave to come back and really just wreak havoc on to the side of red. Surprise party will come through in the backline. We've got fights, backlines on both sides, and actually that's going to be a really nicely put together team fight out of red. That engage by Pyro, that was fight winning engage there. I don't think they respected the engage distance there on the Zac, because I think he came over like that little corner wall.
I'm starting to think that Riot needs to take a lesson out of Pyro's playbook here and make a surprise party Zac, but there's an engage coming in again.
We're just gonna get couple
casualties. And this is again after a team fight win, so it's normal to see some people, run it down per se.
Yep, it's okay to run it down. You want to spend that
gonna
gold.
buy some time for his team to get out. Nice safe. The people who
actually,
can wave here. Yep.
That's underrated on the Zac, because it does having to kill that, like, it seems
That
silly,
took a
but
while.
yeah, every like little second counts when you're trying to get that momentum back. See if they can get this tower finally. Pyro's gonna be down for 10 more seconds, so they're
Let's
gonna
see if
have
he goes
a
for another
window.
surprise party play.
We'll see.
Oh,
There's the
wave.
Nami wave. More defensive there, just trying to buy time.
Right.
Until Pyro's up now. He does take the portal, as
turret
is
falls.
tradition. but the tower is down. Blue's probably gonna get this relic, and then we'll see who wants to pull the trigger here. Like you said, they definitely know where the Fiddlesticks is.
Exactly. And the red side, I think, knows they need to go in first, but blue side is respecting it by having their carries staying much farther back than their front line.
Yep, no, it's smart. It's smart. That's why we really would need to see another. If Pyro can land another one of those engages, though.
Oh, something.
bets
Something's
are
here.
off.
Is that? No, it was Anna's. It was Anna's, I think. So.
Thought about it. I think if she had Mega, she would have.
It's pretty hard for her. Just a little Gnar.
Little Gnar.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna wait and see. Inhib is next on the menu for Twilight Tricksters here, but they are respecting the possible engages here. I kind of like, you see, like Pyro. So Basil's right where Pyro engaged from last time on the fiddle.
Yep.
That's kind of a sneaky spot there.
That's you're kind of around the corner kind of area.
But I think they learned from Pyro's engage, so that you're right. They're definitely respecting. They're like, nope. Not gonna catch us this time.
It's gonna have to somehow see some sort of engage from red side here to be able to get the waves pushing back in. I mean, I think they're the ones definitely who are like need to make the engage.
Looking to get a little bit more space to operate with, but they're not really taking a lot of chip damage from this harass anymore. But they still do need to find. Yeah, it's kind of on them to find the engage. I definitely agree. All right, Pyro's taking up that spot now in the top corner. Basil wasn't able to find any luck, so
He should be able to reach about where the Ari is from that corner.
Vel'Koz's ultimate come through. Pyro does find the CC, but is going to get turned back from the Renata ult there. And now it's just going to be straight up front to back teamfight for both sides, but damage coming out from the backline here of Twilight Tricksters. Is it going to be enough? Phaser's wreaking havoc on the Alistar, and that might buy all of the space that blue side needs here to clean up this fight. Double kill onto the Jhin.
Well done.
Shut down onto Talia with the Ari, and that is a clean ace there. It looked like it was going to be a proper kind of front to back there, but I actually think Phaser, he disrupted so much of Red's backline there.
I was gonna say I noticed the same thing. Yeah.
Yep.
So, I completely agree. Are they gonna? They're gonna try and end here. Death timers are coming up. People are up.
Anna's trying to get Mega. She is gonna find it, but the towers are gone, so they're gonna have to just clean up the old-fashioned way here, and they will pick up 2. All 5 members up now for Paul.
And we've all been in ARAMs where we've come back from games where we're just at this nexus point. So
no one expects the Bush Vel'Koz, not even the Bush Vel'Koz. Yeah, there's not much you can do there. He's gonna fall as Red continues their push.
And they were so close. It almost feels as if you were blue side that you're just so discouraged that you weren't able to get the nexus down there. So very close.
I know, they will have some good items in their pocket. They need to kill them where they're desynced here. That's why they're going all in. Nami Wave countered with Renata Wave. They're diving the tower. Surprise Party comes up. Stasis will allow Basil to survive just a bit longer, but Phaser again doing so much work disrupting.
2 carries are low, but they're alive.
Here. Yeah, this is looking like a rout now. Blue, all their members are back up. Vel'Koz's ultimate. It is just the Nami without Tidal Wave, so she has to run. I don't know how much Key can do here to buy time. Basil might be up. It's a good bubble, but I think Blue can force the end here.
Yeah.
Let's say stop to feed that Poro.
They're going for the kills. I mean, they're hungry. They want to pad those stats a bit. Ajuka hit him the nexus.
This is just too tanky. He doesn't do a lot of damage, but I think he's gonna. He's gonna get it in the end. There's the win.
Well done to Talia's terrific Tibbers or
Yep.
whatever.
Yep.
No,
Talia's terrific Tibbers. Nicely done. Terrific Tibbers. Even though they didn't get their Annie, they still get the 2-0
they got the
win here.
Ari close enough.
They got the Ari, yeah. I totally agree. Phaser was a difference maker in those later fights, 100% on that Alistar.
Oh yeah, the zone control he provided. I mean,
Yep.
he did exactly what I was in my mind. If you get a perfect Alistar, that's what he's doing, and he put on that masterclass for sure.
Damn, the perfect Alistar performance. Nice. We are bringing the stream to an end. We don't have a third game here this week. I will share the results. It was our last game would have been Sus versus TCC. But due to some last minute scheduling constraints, I'll just paint the verbal picture here. TCC, captained by King Kublai, they fought valiantly 3v5 against all odds and put up a. I mean, have you ever seen the movie 300? They were like the Spartans, and then they were fighting against all odds, and they, just like in that movie, did not come out ahead. They lost against Sus. So we're not going to air that one, but Sus picks up the series win 2-0. Yeah, easiest game of my life. Yeah, listen. Even though it was a 3v5, I wasn't gonna count you out, but yeah. Yep, it was good. It was a good match, but we won't air it.
Yeah, it's okay. But I mean, shout out to all those players though. Still, they all, well, 8 of them, showed up. So thank you to those people, and understand that life happens. So I'm sure those other people will be back the following week and ready to put some moves down onto the rift.
Indeed.
Or I guess an abyss. It's not a rift.
Yeah, it's the abyss.
Yeah.
It's not a rift. Yeah. Speaking of being back, you should come back next week and do some more casting.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe we'll see how things pan out. But yeah, for sure.
Okay. Theo's gonna tease us, but he might or might not be back next week. So you'll just have to tune in to see if that's the case. But thank you, everybody. Enjoyed having you all in the chat, watching, cheering on our teams, and listening to us ramble for the cast. Thank you, Talia, for streaming, and we'll be back next Sunday with week